have them leave bags in the classroom. That's how we. That's what we did last time. I thought it would go.
Do 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 do. Yeah.
If Douglas gets here, we're going to put him right down here. Hi, Jill. They're up there. What?
We're officially live. He just wanted to know we're live. Started it early.
So I don't say something?
Yes.
What are we live on that camera right there, or which camera? Oh, hi, Holy Trinity. How are you, school? We're live, apparently. So they can hear us at least.
In the room that you're in. Leave the room you're in, and seniors and sophomores only, please go to the activity center.
Oh, there we go. Seniors, if you will go right kind of in your normal area. Sophomores, you go around the seniors. We're going to move the juniors and the freshmen out of the way. It'll make sense when we're done. I know it doesn't make sense right now, but it will. I haven't forgot you. I'm checking. Don't give me that. Sophomores, seniors, you go in your normal spot. Sophomores, you stay right here in the middle, these three sections. Wrap the seniors, sophomores. All right, it'll make sense when we're done why you're in the middle today and not on the outside. Okay, so when we get done, sophomores, it'll make sense. So sophomores, wrap around the seniors. Sophomores, wrap around the seniors. Seniors, you're going to go right in front. There won't be a lot of you, so 4 or 5 rows of seniors. Wrap the sophomores. Mr. Thompson, lose the headphones. Thank you. Seniors, if you'll go right in front, and then sophomores, wrap around the seniors. I'll explain why in a minute. Sophomores, don't go stay here. Good. That one, and that one. Sophomores up on top. Come on down, all the way down. Not even the first 7 or 8 rows up there. I won't have hardly any seniors here. Seniors are going right here. Sophomores, wrap around the seniors in this section, and this section right here. Sophomores. Seniors, there's some more room up there. Sophomores, right here. This section right here. Seniors, I got some room for you here. Juniors, Junior type, look at me. You are right there. Junior types with me right here. You guys get the whole B. Juniors in the B. Sophomores, wrap the seniors. I want you in these 3 sections, please. Sophomores. If you're a sophomore, follow my voice and my hand. I want you here. Right here. But not in the top 8 rows. Sophomores right here. Juniors over there. Freshmen are going to go way over here. Oh, freshmen got to go all the way up. Sophomores, you're right here. Juniors, you're over there on the B. You can go all the way to the top. Juniors, you're over there on the B. You can go all the way to the top. And you can wrap on top of the sophomores. I do not want anybody in the last section. Sweet. Freshmen, there. Freshmen, there. Juniors, there. Freshmen, there. Hi, how are you? Thanks for coming. You got, yeah, that's absolutely fine. The young lady, obviously, with the mask is the young lady who has the heart. Freshmen, look at me. Now go up this lane right here and go up on top of those 2 sections. Stay away from the camera up there. Sophomore, juniors, no. That way. Stay out of this section. Stay out of this section. Stay out of this section. Thank you. There's a spot right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of you right there. Freshmen there, doesn't matter. Hey, some of you in the top row slide over so they can go in there. Hey, Tucker, bring them down here and just sit right here so you can see the screen. Hey, juniors, come here. Come here. Come right here. Then you can see the screen. Come down here so you can see the screen. Come on, freshmen, we got all sorts of room up there. Staff, find a place. All right. If you want a teacher to come sit by you, just raise your hand. They're lonely. Look at them. Look at them. They're lonely. They want somebody to come sit by them. Just a second.
I want him to be able to watch the whole
Awesome. As you might note, we have numerous visitors here today, and we don't get together very often. As you also know, it is our practice when we do get together to maybe do a variety of things. And so I want to start off with something real quick today. Event coming up, Polar Plunge. You've seen signs all over the building. It honors and supports Special Olympics. Go out and raise some money. You can actually earn a $500 scholarship, but go out and raise some money and then go for jump into a freezing pool of water. Awesome. Okay, help out Special Olympics. By the way, where's Mr. Marceau? Tonight or tomorrow? Is it tomorrow night the game? Tomorrow night. So between the girls and boys basketball game tomorrow afternoon, the two Special Olympics United teams are going to scrimmage each other. And I'm sure they'd love to have you come out and support them. And they're so excited to be here. Special Olympics, a big part of us. The wrestlers are currently competing at the state meet. Those 10 gentlemen up on the top left are representing this school at the state meet. 6 of those 10 won their first round matches. So we're excited for them as they continue to go forward. On the bottom right, you'll notice they were the region champs. So that's what that picture is. There are 5 region winners. Isaac Klinkhammer is the outstanding wrestler of the region, and Mr. Outland was the region coach of the year. Yeah. Now, this is a huge deal for them. So make sure when they get back next week, you know, you ask them how'd it go, how'd you do, and all that kind of stuff. And you can go to our website and you can click on the link. It's now open and you can watch live scores and that as well. The bowling team's down in Yankton, girls and boys bowling team, so they're not here today. The state bowling meet. It's FFA week! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! We kind of had an abbreviated week with the weather. Who's been in the petting zoo today? Who went to the petting zoo today? Yeah! The rest of you are like going, what? What petting zoo? Maybe you could talk your 8th period teacher into letting you get out of class. I don't know. Sorry, teachers. State powerlifters, I wish I had a picture, but you haven't sent me one yet. Next week at Roosevelt. The boys and girls basketball teams play their last 2 games tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon you're encouraged to come out and support them. The Sweet 16 games will both be played here next week. The girls on Friday, the boys on Saturday. We're not exactly sure who we play yet or what time. When we know more, we'll let you know. But remember, your student activity ticket doesn't get you in for that. So anyway, we got our senior games on Saturday afternoon. Congratulations to our seniors. Okay, this is why we're here. Okay, Hannah Haverman, some of you would know her as Hannah Green. Those of you, particularly in the sophomore class, Hannah was a member of you, and within a few short days of starting her high school career here, Hannah passed away unexpectedly, tragically. Okay, and it's really hard to explain why something like that would happen. And how you deal with that. What we'd like you to do for the next 7 minutes is watch a video. So Paul, will you share the video with them, please?
She was loving. She loved everybody.
She was always happy all the time.
Hannah was an amazing person. She would never let anyone ever feel left out.
If you wanted a hug that day, she'd always come up to you and hug you, and she'd always smile and be like, it's gonna be all right.
Hannah was a fun-loving person who was happy all the time. She always had a smile on her face. It seems like nothing could bring down her day.
Hannah was always happy, like super, super happy all the time.
She was probably one little kid that thought maybe she had her whole life figured out way before, you know, anything like this was going to happen. So.
Maybe talk a little about this. What makes her so special is her willingness to give to others even before she passed away.
Yeah, she felt sorry for a lot of people. She had a big heart. That's the thing, but that runs in our, I mean, she picked up from mom and dad. I've always done that myself too. Hannah's, I don't know, she's always thinking about the other person before herself.
If you were down, she would kind of like tell you she loved you or, you know, hug you. She was a really big hugger.
She always wanted to make people feel included, whether it was being your partner for a school project or something as simple as saying hi to you every day in the halls.
Tell me a little bit about the relationship maybe you guys have developed with Holly and Pam, and I know this is, how'd you feel when you first met them type thing? And
Oh, we were nervous
It was
on our
funny.
way down there. It's like,
Well, you know, you drive 7 hours, it gives you plenty of time to think. I'll tell you what, when we first met them, it was incredible because I don't know if it's a planned thing, I really don't think it is. It's all about blood type and everything else to get a heart. It's not that easy. Everybody thinks, you know, heart, yay, but there's so many intricate things involved. One little wrong thing, that person can't accept a heart. So when this happened, to see it go with Holly was pretty incredible because for the girls to be so much alike and just everything they did is very
similar.
unreal. You know, it's, you don't see that normally. You know, for DNA, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, she could almost been our daughter just for you know how close they are. And a lot of really things that resemble each other a lot. So,
how has that helped you with the healing process? Because we know that's not easy.
well, obviously, we'd be lying if we told you that. You know, we're getting over our daughter not being here. That would be a lie. That would probably that's never going to happen. You know, it's going to be with us forever. But what it does do for us is we know that there's a part of Hannah still here, and that helps us a lot knowing that. We can call and talk to her, and talk to her mom, kind of invite them, do things, but at least try to be a part of a family. You know, that the part of Hannah that's here, we can be a part of that yet. So that helps out whenever we think about her. You know, we start thinking about Holly, which that helps there too. So it's kind of a self-healing type thing, you know.
You know, I'm assuming it was more than just the heart, and so I'm guessing that Hannah impacted many lives.
8 people.
8 people.
There's actually a baby involved.
Yeah.
So, and covering a great span of life, a great span of life. We're talking a baby all the way to what
51.
51 years old.
Which sounds like who Hannah is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, age wouldn't have concerned her
No.
because we know that she would have wanted this, and that was a tough decision for us to make. You know, at that time when that happened, that was really rough. It would be tough, I would think, to be in their place because, you know, we're still mourning the death of our daughter, and at that same time, those critical decisions have to be made that it's so overwhelming. So it's just, you do it for her. We did it for Hannah because we know that was the kind of person that she did. We wish when we were making the decision that I wish we could ask her, but obviously if we could ask her, we wouldn't have to make that decision. You know.
You know, and that brings up a point of, you know, maybe conversations that people might have as we put all this together. Talk a little bit about what you would say to someone who was on the fence of maybe being an organ donor and the power of it. Because, you know, we're checking that card on the driver's license.
Oh, yeah, all the time. And
I'm a donor. I put a donor on mine.
I'll tell you what. I think people check that card maybe once in a while just to, you know, it's looking okay, just mark it. You know, and then maybe when that happens, there's been stories where when it does happen, that their parents that are involved are actually, well, we didn't know he did that. They might not have wanted to do that. The biggest decision, I guess, on something like that is I think people are worried about maybe what happens to the body after that person's gone. Well, I think what they need to understand is you don't see that. That's all hid. You will not see scars on your kid and that stuff if that's what you're worried about, or your parents or whoever donors. Yeah. But it's the fact that you just saved the life. Your mom, your dad, your kids, whoever passes away, they just saved lives.
Just finish up, I'm going to give you an opportunity to give me 1 or 2 sentences about the power of giving, because we know Hannah gave her whole life. It sounds like between Alzheimer's and helping young people, it sounds like that was something she did on a daily basis. So talk about the power of giving.
The power of giving is, for Hannah, it meant a lot. And she loved to give. She'd give the shirt off her back.
Power of giving. Well, I've got maybe one word to say for the power of giving. Love.
We have the very special privilege today to welcome the recipient of Hannah's heart. So Haley, if you would please come with your family and with Hannah's parents. Haley Burford, please come on down. You know, this is it's a very difficult topic, but it's a life-saving topic. And so close, the two of you, same grade, yeah? You're a year older, you're a junior, okay. By the way, we have a camera up there, and we are live with Holy Trinity Schools in Fort Madison, Iowa. They are watching this and have been watching this with you this particular entire time. As a parent of, some of you know our story, our family story. When my oldest was 1, he had a stroke in a hospital a long way away. We were in South Carolina, and as parents, we didn't know what was coming next, if there would be a next. Her first heart attack, 4.5 months, and it's been a journey ever since. So what we'd like to do, if you'd be so kind, is Holly would like an opportunity to speak to you for a few minutes. You still up for that?
I'm Holly Burford, as you've heard before. Basically, I've had a very severe heart condition my whole life that led me to need a heart transplant, or else I would die. Waited a long time for that one, but it's definitely been a journey and a privilege to be able to meet Trudy and know who did donate that. I just encourage everybody here to please consider at least being an organ donor. About 25% of people who need an organ will die before they get one, and they don't last forever. I should need another heart around 25, and everyone else that should receive one will need another or eventually die. It's a tough topic, I realize, but I think it's a very important one because it is the decision between a child living or dying. And so just please, especially those of you who are going to get your license, I do encourage you to become an organ donor. And just that yes or no question will possibly save a life. Do you want to say anything?
I'm okay right now.
So these two people are now joined. And for the sophomore class, it's a way for Hannah to be a part of you and still live with you. When we're done today, we're going to ask the sophomores to stay. Holly would like to take a picture with you, with Hannah's classmates, okay? And we'd like to share that. Before we go too far, though, Joe and Trudy, do you want to come on out? These are Hannah's parents. Hannah's parents had a very difficult task. They're called to the hospital and unexpectedly, and like they said in the video, at one point the doctors came and made a very difficult request. I think you can help your parents out with that request. If this is something that you think about and think that's something I would like to do, don't leave your parents with that decision in a difficult time if it happens. And ask your parents not to leave you with that decision if the difficult day comes. Have a conversation. Have a conversation about being a donor. Actually, if you didn't catch everything in the video, Hannah helped 8 people, not 1. Donors tend to help numerous people. And the youngest was a baby and the oldest was 51. So certainly the heart is the image that we rally around, but look at all of these other people and the gift that they get. And life gets to go forward. But as Holly points out, for a time, because Holly will need another heart. That's the nature of transplant. They'll get better, and they'll get better, and things will last longer, but the reality is what the reality is, and we know that. Tonight, at the ball games, we're going to bring this awareness. We're going to show a shortened version of this video. We're going to release the longer version publicly. You'll obviously see that there's news stations here to help promote this. Sanford's kidney transplant unit will be here tonight with donor cards and information and so forth, and we want to promote that, but you don't necessarily have to do that. You can just do it on your driver's license. So I hesitate to do this. I know you love the good-looking mug up there. You'll also notice that your principal knows high school students, so I covered up my driver's license number. I am not sharing my driver's license number with you. Or my birthday, 5/23/59. But anyway, that's not why, I mean, gosh, it's such a good-looking picture. But this is, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, that's the most important part of my driver's license. If the bottom right-hand corner of your driver's license has the word donor, that tells the people at the scene of an accident or in a hospital that you have made the personal decision that you want to be a donor. If it's somebody else close to you and you're not sure what their decision is, that's going to tell the people and help make that decision possible. You know, if I go, I don't need my heart anymore. You know, so let somebody else have it. I know some of you don't think I have one, but anyway. Don't you start. Anyway, something for you to think about today, and obviously a very serious subject. Now, we would like all of these people to feel, again, a little bit like a part of our community. So, Jacob, will you come up? You have anybody you want to help you or with that? That'd be fine. We have a Links Way tradition here. And so Student Council President Jacob Franson is going to present each of them with a Links Way shirt and band. And for Hannah, 7 hours away from us, it's Holly, excuse me. For Holly, 7 hours away from us in Iowa, where it's also still cold, we also have a sweater, jacket, something that she could wear around school, because I don't think anybody else at her Catholic school's got one of these, so we're going to give her one of those. What? Yeah. So what we would like to do is I would like to have a group of our seniors right here in the front 2 rows. If you'll come out here, we're going to give them a very special, you know, I understand the Catholic school thing. I worked in a Catholic school for a long time. We're not allowed to do the blessing thing. That would maybe get me fired, and I got to get to retirement. So we're not going to do that. But we have a BV way of making you feel special. So if the 4 of you will come right here, if some of the seniors will wrap right around them, let's go. All right, everybody up. Okay. Now, I only want you to do one thing. Just soak this up and enjoy this, all right? You can try to follow along, but you just soak it up. Now listen! You get one shot. She's going to leave and go 7 hours away. It's got to last for a long time. Her friends, is it St. Anne? Holy, okay. At that Catholic school, they got to want to know that you care a little bit. So I want you to be as loud as you possibly can. Senior types, let's go. All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming. We're going to hang on to them for a little bit. We're going to take a, yeah, absolutely. We're going to get rid of, and we're going to put you guys here, and we'll put them around you. Yeah? Okay. Here's what's special about being a freshman and teaching freshmen. You get to go back to class first. Go. Freshmen, go to class. Nice. Nice.